Hello everyone! To make sure you have a great time in the next 10 minutes, we took a walk around the world and found bizarre aquatic animals, an incredible geyser volcano, something like an alien invasion, and a lot of other interesting things. We can't wait to see it too, so let's go! We are in Guatemala right now. It's a pretty beautiful view already, isn't it? What can make it more epic? Well, nothing except for a sudden volcano eruption. And if you turn the epic settings on to the maximum… Holy! Yep, now it's just right. Perhaps in a couple of minutes, a meteorite will land in this place. We don't recommend the author of the shots to stay there for a long time. Looks like the famous Lockheed C130 Hercules got some secret modification. Otherwise, how else to explain these shots? Are there any versions? However, we did a little digging here and figured everything out. No military developments, just ordinary physics. The air behind the rotating blades is cooler, and if the humidity level is high enough, that can lead to a formation of clouds of water vapor. It doesn't always look so beautiful though. So this day has come. In the sky over California, there is a chain of unidentified flying objects. It's useless to run. Soon they will close the ring around the Earth and colonization will begin. But seriously, wouldn't you think of aliens first if you saw such a picture in person? In fact, the objects are quite identifiable. This is a new batch of Starlink satellites, so you can get out of your bunker for now. The invasion is postponed. Nice, huh? We wanted to let you enjoy not only the picture, but also the sound of this amazing eruption. This is how this volcano in Iceland is heard by the locals. It's not even that the rumble covers the whole district. Some desperate darers get danger close to the lava fountain on purpose. That fella, for example, says that all you need is to put on more reliable boots. However, we should thank the guys. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have enjoyed the footage of the volcano, which shoots lava to a height of more than 200 meters like a geyser. The picture is so bright that it even seems unreal. Doesn't it remind you of computer graphics? You probably remember a couple of awkward moments when you messed up some routine practice. Forget it. Here's a fella who has surpassed you. Although, maybe that was his plan, to wash up and drink at the same time. Judging by his pleased muzzle, the cat is clearly not one of those that are afraid of water. Many cats are quite fearless. Not every person dares to behave like this with a horse. A sudden bite or a kick with a hoof can happen at any moment. But that little guy doesn't care. He can climb on the head of its friend, carelessly chill on its back, and allow its bigger friend to nibble it behind the ear. So sweet. A little strange though. Electric scooters have recently become trendy, and manufacturers need to compete with each other somehow. For example, here, they decided to add a couple of special effects to the model. In fact, lithium-ion batteries are not to be trifled with, so we'd better move away. Just in time. A couple of seconds, and the scooter is gone. If you already have such a transport, follow all the operating instructions, and we don't want to drive it anymore for some reason.
So this goose has been following me for like…
Here we have a goose chasing a car, which is already strange enough, but you are still to find out how the story will unfold further. At first, this fella didn't lag behind the car, even at high speed. When the driver made a stop, the bird pretended to just be walking around. Do you still doubt that it's some mad spy? Here are the shots taken at night. It's still here, and it's looking at us out of the darkness with glowing eyes. Admit it, it's even a little creepy. Exotic pets like tarantulas, lizards, or snakes won't surprise anyone. So a new trend is gaining popularity, having chickens in your apartment. Basically, these are quite cute pets, but you need to be prepared for such surprises.
I got that up in.
It seems that someone was not ready to suddenly become a dad. Now we're going to show you the most insane amusement ride that you can imagine. However, not for humans, but for jellyfish. It was passing by when this guy created an air ring and, well, you can see for yourself. By the way the author assures that everything was fine with the animal, it's unlikely that these creatures are capable of experiencing dizziness. In many places where whales are found, there is a special entertainment for tourists, the closest possible meeting with these animals. What's so funny about that? Well, these guys can actually be called one of the most playful animals after dogs and cats, although cats may even lose. Look at how this fella's horsing around. But the local celebrity is a humpback whale named Two Spots, who loves to flap his fins like a bird.
Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna splash you.
You can't say it weighs 30 tons, can you? Do you think a fantastic catcher game looks something like this?
With any room, and yes,
Not bad, of course, but we have a better example.
Oh my God!
Perhaps if you are able to catch a piece of log flying at you with an excavator, there will be no particular difficulties with catching a ball for you, so the operator probably should think about changing his career. He's on a highway to Major League Baseball. Do you think we'd show you an ordinary bull? No, this fella's special. He's fallen behind the trends for a couple of years. Now he'll turn around and everything will be clear. Well, you get it. Beavers? Not quite. A shoal of some strange fish? Wrong again. Look closely. These guys have horns sticking out of water. Okay, they're already getting out on the shore anyway, so it becomes clear that before our eyes is a buffalo herd rafting across the Jialing River in China. It's not clear why they needed it. These animals usually don't show a special love for water procedures, but you're not you when you're hungry. So these guys are ready to become swimmers just to keep eating juicy grass on islands. They used to get there on foot, and even the water level that has risen after the construction of the hydroelectric power station didn't stop them, to the surprise of local residents and tourists who flock to see that funny sight. Looks really unusual, don't you agree? That building that stands behind that gray multi-story building, don't you think it's boring, out of date, and spoils the surrounding landscape? Do you agree? Well, let's get rid of it. A little dusty, but overall everything went smoothly. After all, the explosion was controlled, and it looked even neater from another angle. This is how they've recently got rid of an old building in Lyon, and its former residents were also delighted with the sight. New apartments in the city center were already waiting for them. If you are afraid of insects, you have a few seconds to fast forward the video. We warned you. And for the rest, we suggest that you imagine yourself in the shoes of the author of these shots. While the girl had been away for a couple of weeks, wasps built that outside her window. The most terrible thing is that larvae are moving inside the nest. Not only is it quite disgusting, but there will soon be more wasps. It seems that this is a case when you can't do without a flamethrower. We are in Guatemala right now. It's a pretty beautiful view already, isn't it? What can make it more epic? Well, nothing except for a sudden volcano eruption. And if you turn the epic settings on to the maximum, yep, now it's just right. Perhaps in a couple of minutes, a meteorite will land in this place. We don't recommend the author of the shots to stay there for a long time. Sharks are often referred to as creatures that can only think about food, and it seems that this is not just a stereotype. For example, this predator accidentally got on the boat along with the catch and should worry about its fate, but who cares when there's so much food around? In fact, they had to put efforts to drive this glutton away. Remember the popular bottle cap challenge where everyone tried to open a bottle with a kick? We found something even cooler. How do you like this trick? Looks incredible, but it seems like everything is fair. The bottle did not fall because it was fixed, and the cap is unwound by the touch of the rotating ball. We wonder if Statham could repeat that.
Yeah.
This toy may look ridiculous to you and us, but the little baby owl likes it. You can see how it rocks it to a Halloween song. The owl was impossible to take away from its friend all the time that it spent at Ken Lockwood's house. The man saved the poor fella after a hurricane. Well, then it was time to return to the wild. It's a pity that it couldn't take the toy with it. Imagine if we just told you, while in one part of the world someone is fishing right in the middle of a fire, in another, people are dancing on their heads, and somewhere they saw a huge walking caterpillar made from smaller caterpillars. Would you believe it?
What?
Then follow the link to Mind Warehouse and make sure it's true.